What's up, everybody? This is your man Musa from B1. We're here with my man Velcro Lestrange.
Yeah, you.
And you're watching Open Up. And this is a special day today, actually, because it's my man's birthday, actually. And he actually dropped a little mixtape today as well, actually. So today.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing, my man.
Sure about it.
I appreciate it. By the way,
no
thank
problem.
you. Blessing.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's basically like it's no coincidence that they both meet on this stage. But I had kind of planned it because I was like, I'm not really too much of a person that gets too big about it on my birthday. So I was like, as an artist, if I'm really gonna be serious about it, it could be a good not only marketing tool, but like in truth, it's like I thought if I dedicate it to my birthday, it'll show me myself how about it I am, you know.
Right.
So I thought on my birthday I'm gonna drop this mixtape, just like forget about all too much celebration, just really focus on the work, you know.
Right, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I'm impressed with your confidence, man. Like, when did you start rapping?
Honestly, it was like I was born into it, like, and I just learned the term too. Griot from West Africa, it's called a griot, and they're storytellers through music. Yeah, griots with a G, griot. And they were basically storytellers that went from place to place, and they told their story through music and rhythm, and that's kind of where also hip hop, music, all them ideas came from, kind of around that side of Africa. And so being born into it, my mother would always play music for me, and she'd encourage me to freestyle because I was always an anxious kid. I had anxiety, so I really didn't talk until I was 3. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like, and hopefully like anybody that relates to that art could really like help get rid of anxiety, because when I was very quiet and my mom just pushing me to do music. It was like around age 3 I started really talking, because I didn't really talk till age 3. And her just pushing me, I just jumped into freestyling, singing, and ever since then it's just something like a second nature, you know, because I learned it through getting rid of my anxiety. So now it's become, you know, like kind of a talent, and hopefully, you know, I can take it more.
Right, definitely. That makes a lot of sense, man. That's real cool. Did you grow up in America, or where'd you grow up?
Well, I started out in Sierra Leone, West Africa. Okay. And I traveled over to America with my father when I was 9, and came around Bucks County, which is close to Philadelphia here. I've been around here. I went to Minnesota 3 years, but I came back here. I've been around here most of my time.
That's real cool, man. All right, yeah. So you was born in Sierra Leone?
Yeah, like
born in
it's all in the DNA, my man.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. But both my parents are from Nigeria, actually.
Oh, it's
so we West African, brother. Yeah, we in the same neighborhood, bro. Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You heard about the come up man over on the west side?
Oh, I hear about it, bro.
That's crazy,
I'm trying to get involved with it, man. I'm trying to get involved with it. I love it, man. I love it.
And I think this is where we start, like coming together, like us just knowing our stuff and coming together. Yeah. I think that's definitely what we need, my man. Like,
yeah, man.
Like our pot to throw in there, like.
Yeah, collaboration, man, is good. It's very good.
Very, very strong. Collaborate more. That's advice to artists. Like,
yeah, man. Y'all gotta collaborate more, man. I mean, I know there's a lot of differences between a lot of people and definitely ethnic groups, you know, different views. Who cares, man? Like, unify. Let's see what we can do with collaboration, y'all. But anyway, man, like I said, my parents are from Nigeria, and I wasn't born in Nigeria. I was actually born in America, but I got to see a lot of Nigeria. You know what I mean? Through them and through a lot of my relatives. You know, and I definitely respect those that actually were born in West Africa and actually got to experience it firsthand. You know, because that's something that I never got to do as growing up, but I definitely want to go back there, and I definitely want to, you know, make an impact over there as well as make an impact here. We'll see how everything goes.
Exactly, and like vice versa too. Like me coming over here and like, cause it's always a mindset too. When we come over here and see like kids that are born here, especially from African families, we're like, oh, they're not connected to the culture. So when I see another person that's actually able to acknowledge like, I'm from Nigeria and I've studied it through my parents. That's actually powerful to me, because that's somebody I could connect with over here. You know,
right?
Exactly. Talking about collab, you know.
Yeah, man. There's not a lot of people that put a lot of effort into trying to get to know what what their parents come from. You know?
Exactly.
It's important. You know?
To know your folk in them, man.
Get to know your folk in them, man. They important, man. They important. They got a lot of knowledge that you can learn. Where do you see yourself in like the next 3-4 years, man? When it comes to music?
Honestly, it's crazy. Like with this project I just dropped, I think it's kind of helped me kind of settle like where I want to go with this, and it's always been hard, but I think I want to really like score a distribution deal and see where I could go with that, you know, like because that's like a good start. Like I've become like kind of like stamped like with original music, like my own beats and all of that. So hopefully more collabs, definitely, like with more people. Hopefully the collabs I have now would have elevated and evolved from where it is now, and then definitely just a higher level up, as in like more organized movement, the way I move, and which is why I say distribution. I hope to touch more platforms besides SoundCloud, excuse me, like streaming. That's definitely a next step.
Right.
But definitely, and build up on my connections again.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What inspired you to have such a versatile style when it comes to your music, man?
Well, I could definitely get
singing,
things.
you be rapping.
Yeah.
You go back and forth. It don't matter. Like you just be on it. So what?
A little bit of.
What gave you the inspiration to do it like that?
I think like I'm a very, very open-minded person, and like when you're like that, like when you're a very curious person, you get exposed to different things. Like you know what I mean? Like how a kid is raised in the street. Well, now picture that for like a musician. Like my ear is the biggest way to influence me. And it's especially through sound, like music. And so it started off with my mom and aunts and them in Africa. They play Guinea music, they play American hip hop, and then coming over here, I hang around so much different people, you know, I'm open-minded. And so they show me all these different types of stuff, from like all the way to jazz to like trap music that's out now. So it going through my ear, I literally reflect it out as a mirror, you know.
Yeah. What type of music you like to listen to? You like listen to trap? Since you mentioned it, you like trap music?
Honestly, I love trap music because, like, not even just because I'm not too much of like a lyrics. I don't study too much lyrics deeply in this thing.
Right, yeah.
But the sound of it. Any African person, I think any African person fairly loves music. Like just the sound, how like the trap swing, the hi-hats, the bass. It's almost unresistible, like the sound of it.
Man.
It just booms,
it's
you know.
like crack to these people, man.
I swear.
It's the energy. We love that.
Yeah,
we love it,
just
man.
Heavy hit.
Hell yeah. Love that energy, man. And your music got a lot of energy in it, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah. What gives you that energy? What motivates you to be so energetic in your music?
Honestly,
where's the passion come from?
It comes from almost. When it's just when you go through a lot in life, like, and you're somehow still like you're still moving, like, you know what I mean. All you can do is just rejoice. I've broken through that barrier where it's like I can't slough over no more. So like, and I've always been an energetic kid, and like the music I've listened to as a kid, like African music, is very energetic, and so I reenacted like through the way I live, and so just my energy is just reflects the music.
Yeah, man. You watch a lot of African music?
Yeah.
I mean, African movies, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Talk about Nigeria.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's a very big thing in my country, actually.
Yeah.
Nigerian. If you haven't seen a Nigerian movie, please check one out. They're out there.
You got any of them you want to shout out?
My favorite one is Tom and Jerry, because every American knows Tom and Jerry, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Tom and Jerry, you know?
Yes,
look it up. It's a crazy genre.
Yes, sir.
But Nigerian movie scene, very, very huge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You mean to Sierra Leone, or just to you in particular?
Not only to me, but I think I could speak for like Sierra Leone. We love Nigerian movies, and I could probably speak for a lot of other African countries, because like Nigeria is actually putting on for like it's this Hollywood scene in Africa, so it's like an appreciation also. You know, shout out to Nigeria for that. Nollywood, baby.
I didn't say it. Alright. I didn't say that.
Exactly.
But anyway, you know, You know what tribe you from in Sierra Leone?
Exact, my man. And
you know the exact tribe?
Mandingo.
Mandingo.
Yes, sir.
That's poppin', man. I'm an Igbo tribe from Nigeria.
Oh, I love salute, my man.
Yes, sir.
Salute
That's poppin',
from one
man.
to another.
It's a good feeling to know what tribe you come from
when
you're from Africa, you know, because it really connects you even closer to these roots that so much of us are missing. So
yeah,
you know, like it's almost like a superpower.
It's so crazy. My man said superpower, like literally, like it is, because I could think more stronger now. I can be more motivated in my day, just knowing like it was people before me that went through this for me to be here. You know, that's kind of how I look at my tribe. Like they just been through so much just for you to get here, and like, you know.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of sacrifices in our bloodline, man.
Exact. Lots of sacrifices in the bloodline.
Yes, sir. You ever plan on going back to Sierra Leone?
Honestly, yeah. Like as soon as like I get a chance to, my mother's in Australia. Like my birth parents.
Your mother's in Australia?
Yeah. My birth father, he's in Sierra Leone right now. Okay. And so my mission kinda is to maybe ping pong, go see my mother in Australia, and then definitely go see Sierra Leone, because you gotta go back and you gotta get back home. Yeah. You know, exactly. Like it's the ping pong effect. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's kind of how it's been through life. Like just one location to the other.
Yeah, man. That's awesome, bro. Not to be. I mean, but that's really awesome. Yeah. So you never been to Australia either? I'm not.
Oh no.
You never been at Africa.
It seems nice. Yeah, I don't like. I plan to go there. Like Australia looks like a nice place. Like. Yeah. And that's definitely a destination I want to go, but it's simply because my mother is over there. Yeah. And you know, just also learning about the other things about it, like the music scene is really nice over there too.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like it's all like moving in one motion.
Who do you feel is more musical, your mother or your father?
Oh, definitely my mother.
She's more musical one?
Yeah, but the funny thing, my dad, business-wise, he was heavily involved in the music scene back home, like as in like shows, moving around artists. But my mother, like performing music. That woman is crazy, because her mother was a singer in the village, and she was known as the best singer in her village, and she passed it on to her. And yeah, so she sings. She'll be on the phone just singing to me. I'm like. It just runs through, you know.
Yeah, man, and it means a lot. You know, you don't get see her all the time, so that's real cool, man.
Exactly.
That's real cool. FaceTime her a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you for internet. Like,
that's good. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for internet. That's popular. I be FaceTime my grandfather and stuff, so it's real important, man. You know what I'm saying?
Love. Yeah, we gotta keep in touch with him, man.
Definitely, man, definitely. You know what I'm saying? We all running out of time, so we gotta take advantage of it.
Exactly. Learn as much as we can from him.
Yeah, does your music inspire your fashion sense at all, or do you?
Honestly,
is it kind of separate?
It like it kind of does. Like, like my fashion sense is mostly, it's kind of inspired by like the artists over in Jamaica, like how Bob Marley would dress, like with the flannel and the jeans, and just like, you know what I mean, some flat shoes. But I wouldn't say too heavily influenced. But like it definitely, like it's a laid back style, just like, you know, like anything like kind of comfy, you know, so I could be energetic without worrying about too much.
Right.
So I guess it's funny, my outfit is prepared to be energetic to my music. So I don't have to worry about, I gotta mess this up, so I dress up comfy, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. What inspired the dreads, bro?
The dreads?
I see that they're what's that?
The freeform.
Yeah, the freeform for me.
Yeah, naughty dreads, as they call them.
Long lock.
Yeah.
Long lock. But yeah, what inspired that?
I had a little bit like close to dreads when I was a kid, but it didn't fully grow out. But I've always like I always got my hair cut. Like I never liked it, but my dad would always do it, or like aunts and them. Yeah. But it was, you gotta look presentable, you know. Right. I felt like I owed it to myself, like when I grew up and like, you know, I got my mind together, everything was cool, and I should go out and adventure, because as I've come to learn, it's a whole journey. Like when you grow out dreads, it's a whole journey, because you learn so much more about yourself, like, you know. but I grew because it was like freedom. Like it was like, okay, I could do something I want. I'm an adult now.
Right.
So let me grow out my hair.
Yeah,
and
man.
Also, I'm inspired by the Rasta movement.
Rastafari.
Exactly. Like in a slight way, I'm inspired by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the dreads.
That's good though, man. That's good. That's
Exactly.
good. Where do you usually record your music?
Well, it's like a do-it-yourself kind of stuff. It's always been at a house. I have studio experience, like actually going to a studio, but most of my music, say like this whole project, Accelerate, it comes from like right in my room back at the apartment.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you was doing it all by yourself.
Yeah.
You was producing it yourself too, or?
Exactly. All the beats.
Everything was produced on your own?
Yes, sir. Like engineering, putting it all together. Because I had been studying it for years, and this project, I really wanted it to be like, okay, this is the project that is gonna stay. Because I've put up so many projects that I deleted, but it was just a learning process. So I feel like with this one, it's just like a stamp, and then keep making more progress.
Right.
Because I've been studying.
You plan on producing your music from here on out, or you think you're gonna be working with a producer anytime soon?
Well, that brings back up the collaboration point. And I am blessed that I could produce my own music and produce for other people.
Yeah.
But I also still have that itch in my ear where I want to hear different influences, you know?
Right.
Like I want to hear different producers, especially like producers out there. Like, and there's also producers around me that are really, really talented themselves. So I'll always be ready to work with another producer, another artist. Just, you know, collaboration, as long as that's like stamped.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of talented people in Millersville, Lancaster,
Shout out
City.
to that for sure. The city is a hidden gem, my man.
Yes, sir. You got any big shout outs you want to make?
Big shout out to my man Charles Infamous, my man Juice. Big shout out to Juice. Me and him just did a show at Millersville University. And big shout out to my man Raleigh Hilfiger. And shout out to any artist that I've worked with, any artist that's just up and coming. Just keep grinding, man. Shout out to y'all. Like any artist that put all your heart into your work, it's a big shout out to you, my man. Blessings to y'all, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
Because we gotta push them. Especially those that really do it, we gotta push them.
Yeah, man, we gotta support each other, man. It's so important.
Exactly.
Once we all support each other, it's gonna be like glue. We just gonna keep rolling down. You know what I'm saying? We're all gonna stick together, and we're all gonna. They can't stop us.
Exactly.
But
like, very big.
Lighter we fall, my friend. The lighter we fall.
Exactly. And that's what, you know, I mean, what an enemy would want, but it goes all through history, you know. It's crazy.
Right. Definitely. You said you're dropping a mixtape today. Name of your mixtape?
Accelerate.
Yes,
sir.
All right. This is my man Velcro Lestrange. Y'all watching Open Up, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. We got a lot more in tune for y'all, man. This is just the first one. And